Hello friends, and welcome back to my crafty space. In today's video, I am going to be working on week 31 in my 2018 Project Life. For this week's Project Life spread, I am going to be using a combination of my August Stories by the Month kit from 2018, as well as my Stories by the Year kit. So most of the cards that you see here are from the Stories by the Month, and then there are just a couple thrown in that are from the Stories by the Year, like this one right here that says Monday was through Sunday was, and then this card over here that has the loving with spaces for journaling. Everything else came from the Stories by the Month. I've also got the chipboard pieces. Now, this one, I had actually previously used most of the chipboard, so I went into my digital files and reprinted off all of the digitals onto matte white photo paper. Then I adhered that down onto a sheet of chipboard that comes from scrapbook.com, and I'll link that for you guys in the post below. And then went ahead and fussy cut those out. So I have a bunch of chipboard embellishments that I can use on my spread wherever I see fit. So I'm going to go ahead and put you on fast forward while I get this spread embellished and the finishing touches put on here, and then I'll talk you through what I'm doing in addition to the stories that I'm documenting for this week. So let's go ahead and get started. To start off this week's spread, the first thing that I wanted to do, since I have all of these embellishments right in front of me, was to go ahead through my container here and pull out the ones that I want to use for this week's spread. I knew immediately I wanted to put that wonky green heart over on the green diagonal stripe. I just really like the way that that all looks together. I also debated between two of the embellishments to put in the nursery picture. So this was a picture I took after we had completed the plank wall that we did on our own. So that is on one full wall of Jonah's room. And the embellishment that I decided to go with was one that says "so ready for this next phase of life" or next season of life, which was so fitting because I was still very much pregnant at this point in time, and I know that I was very much ready to be not pregnant anymore and to just have my baby be here. So that just seemed pretty perfect to put on that spread or on that photo. I also added one that just says "the story" up on the picture of Izzy and I by the pool. And then one more that says "remembering always," which I put on a photo of my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law during their bridal shower. Now that I have those sort of spaced out, I'm trying to remember if I had any more. Oh, I do. I have one more in the bottom left-hand corner that I added on the picture of our house and our landscaping. So the next thing I did was to grab my date stamping or my roller date stamp and go ahead and date stamp on top of this like grayish, skinnier label sticker. And that was from the Week in the Life sticker book from 2020. And then once I had that done, the next thing I'm going to do is just start adhering everything down. For photos this week, I have a couple of photos of our front yard at our house. We had ripped up our landscaping and redid the entire front yard this week, and love the way that it turned out. Our house was kind of a mess landscaping wise, so it's taken us a long time, and actually it's taken us 4 years to rip everything out, and only because, we decided to move. In the middle there, I've got two pictures of Izzy and I. One is of Izzy in her dance outfit, and one is of me waiting for her and watching her dance. So she took the picture of me, and I took the picture of her, which is kind of fun. Then the next couple of pictures were from a day at the pool. At this point in time, my parents were living in an apartment complex while they were building their new house. So the perk of that is that there was this pool that we could go to and swim at during the summer. And Izzy really fell in love with swimming this year. So it was really a fun experience for us to go and do that together. And in the meantime, my husband had traveled to Wisconsin to go and see his grandpa, who wasn't feeling very well. So it was just the two of us girls. The photo below that is the picture of the nursery being almost complete. And then the last two pictures on this spread were both from my brother-in-law and sister-in-law's bridal shower, which is crazy to look back on because now they're married and they have my niece Mabel. So it's just, It's fun to go back and scrapbook these older memories. The last thing I did to embellish this spread was to go ahead and grab some tiny phrase stickers, and I put them in 2 rows on each of those 3x4 photos and then called this done. All right, friends, that finishes my spread for today. This one, I just love all the bright colors that you find in the August Stories by the Month kits every single year, and I so enjoy using them on a spread like this. I had fun placing those chipboard pieces around, and I was really glad to find ones that fit in the white space sections for all of those photos, and then also pulling out some of my tiny phrase stickers to use those up on the 3x4 cards. That is often one of my favorite ways to scrapbook with Project Life, is to come up with a design formula that I can just repeat on the same elements inside of the spread. It makes things go really quick and helps me to make my decisions fairly quickly as well. I hope that you enjoyed seeing this spread come together and hearing the stories from this week. And I'm going to be back again next week with the next spread in this series. So we are moving right along in this 2018 album. I hope that this inspires you to pull out a project from your shelf and to work on getting that done this week. If it does, let me know in the comments below what project it is that you are working on this week. All right, friends, well, until next time, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, friends.